Starfruit, or carambola, is a wonderful subtropical fruit. Its unique star shape when cut makes it a real eye-catcher in the fruit bowl and on the plate. It's not just a pretty face, though. It's packed with vitamin C and has a lovely, crisp and juicy flavor, ranging from sweet to slightly tart, depending on the variety. For the small-scale grower, Starfruit offers a fantastic opportunity to enter a niche market. Its exotic appeal means it can fetch a premium price, and the trees themselves are quite productive once established, providing a steady income stream from a relatively small patch of land. This guide will walk you through the essentials of turning this golden star into a profitable venture. To grow starfruit successfully, you need to provide it with the right home. These trees thrive in warm, humid climates, very similar to subtropical parts of Australia and tropical parts of Australia. They're sensitive to frost, especially when young, so a sheltered position is crucial. The ideal temperature range for them is between 20 and 35 degrees Celsius. They love the sun, so make sure you choose a spot that receives at least 6 hours of direct sunlight each day. A location protected from strong winds is also a very good idea, as harsh winds can damage the branches and cause the fruit to drop prematurely, which is a loss you want to avoid. The soil is the foundation for a healthy tree, and starfruit are not overly fussy but do have their preferences. They grow best in rich, well-drained, loamy soil. If your soil is heavy clay, it will hold too much water, which can lead to root rot, a serious problem for these trees, and won't hold on to enough nutrients. The perfect solution is to improve your existing soil by adding plenty of well-rotted compost and organic matter. This will improve the soil structure, improve aeration, and its ability to hold both moisture and nutrients. Aim for a slightly acidic to neutral pH, somewhere between 5.5 and 6.5, for the best results. When it's time to plant, choosing a healthy seedling is the first step to success. Look for a young tree that's grafted, as this ensures you'll get fruit that's true to the parent variety, and it will start producing much sooner than a tree grown from seed. Plant your trees with good spacing to allow them room to grow, and to ensure good air circulation, which helps prevent diseases. A spacing of about 6 to 8 meters between each tree is ideal. Dig a hole that's twice as wide and just as deep as the root ball. Gently place the tree in the hole, making sure it's at the same depth it was in the pot, and backfill with your improved soil, watering it in well to settle everything down. Consistent watering is key, especially during the tree's formative years, and during the crucial periods of flowering and fruiting. Young starfruit trees need regular moisture to establish a strong root system. Give them a deep watering 2 to 3 times a week, more often if the weather is particularly hot and dry. Mature trees are a bit more drought tolerant but will produce much better fruit if never water stressed. A good layer of organic mulch spread around the base will work wonders. Sugarcane mulch is an excellent choice. Lucerne hay also works very well. Mulch helps conserve soil moisture, suppresses weeds, and slowly breaks down to feed the soil. Feeding your starfruit trees will reward you with vigorous growth and plenty of fruit. They're quite hungry feeders. Use a balanced, slow-release fertilizer formulated for fruit trees. Apply it at the beginning of spring. Apply again in early summer, and once more in early autumn. Supplement with a regular liquid seaweed tonic, and add a bit of composted poultry manure. A healthy, well-fed tree is more productive and resilient to pests and disease. Pruning is important to shape the tree, improve fruit production, and maintain health. The best time to prune is after the main harvest. The goal is an open, vase-like structure so sunlight and air penetrate the canopy. Start by removing dead, diseased, or crossing branches. Trim back the main branches to control the tree's size, making it much easier to net against fruit fly and to harvest without a tall ladder. Keep an eye out for a few common pests. The biggest culprit is often the fruit fly, which can ruin an entire crop. The most effective, eco-friendly control is to net the entire tree with a fine mesh exclusion net once fruit has set. You can also use pheromone traps to monitor and reduce male fly populations. Other pests include scale insects and mealybugs. Encourage beneficial insects like ladybirds, and lacewings into your garden. Or manage pests by spraying with a horticultural oil that smothers the pests without harming good bugs. Knowing when to harvest your starfruit is crucial for getting the best flavor and texture. The fruit is ready when it has turned from green to a lovely golden yellow color, though some varieties might still have a little green on the tips of the ribs. If you leave them on the tree to become fully deep yellow or orange, they'll be sweeter, but their shelf life will be shorter. For selling at market, it's often best to pick them when they're mostly yellow, but still firm. You can gently cup a fruit in your hand and give it a slight twist. If it's ready, it will detach easily from the stem. It's a continuous process, as the fruit on a single tree will not all ripen at once. Harvesting must be done with great care to avoid bruising the delicate fruit. Starfruit have thin skin and prominent ribs that are easily damaged. Any bumps or scrapes will quickly turn into brown or black marks, which will make the fruit less appealing to customers and can lead to spoilage. I recommend using a pair of sharp secateurs or clippers to snip the fruit from the branch, leaving a small piece of the stem attached. Handle each fruit gently, as if it were an egg. Use a soft-lined basket or crate to place the harvested fruit in, and avoid piling them too high on top of one another to prevent them from being crushed under their own weight. Once you've brought your harvest in from the orchard, the next step is to sort and grade the fruit. Set up a clean, well-lit area for this task. First, sort the fruit by size: large, medium, small. Then, grade them based on their appearance. Top-grade fruit should be perfectly shaped, a uniform yellow color, and completely free from any blemishes, bruises, or pest damage. Second-grade fruit might have minor cosmetic imperfections, but are still perfectly good to eat. Any fruit that's damaged, overripe, or misshapen can be set aside for processing into other products. Proper storage is essential to extend the life of your fresh starfruit. After grading, you can store the fruit in a cool, shaded place. For longer storage, a refrigerator or cool room set to about 5 to 10 degrees Celsius is ideal. At these temperatures, firm yellow fruit can be stored for up to 3 or 4 weeks. It's a good idea to wrap each fruit individually in paper, or place them in ventilated plastic bags to reduce moisture loss and prevent them from touching. Remember that starfruit that were picked when fully ripe will not store for as long and should be sold or used as quickly as possible to enjoy them at their absolute best. One of the best ways to maximize your profits and minimize waste is to process any second-grade or surplus fruit. Starfruit lends itself beautifully to a range of value-added products that have a much longer shelf life. Juicing is a simple and popular option. Starfruit juice is refreshing, sold on its own, or blended with other tropical fruits. Dried starfruit slices, the star shape becomes even more pronounced when dried. A beautiful snack, or a garnish for cakes and desserts. Use a simple food dehydrator. A worthwhile investment for small producers. Beyond juice and dried slices. Try jam or jelly, chutney or relish, sauces and marinades. Turn less than perfect fruit into products. Create new income streams. And build a reputation for unique artisanal goods. Almost every fruit contributes to your bottom line. The essence of sustainable farming. Presentation is everything for fresh and processed starfruit. For fresh fruit, use clear clamshell containers or cardboard punnets to display and protect. For jams, juices, dried fruit, use quality jars, bottles, and bags with professional labels. Labels should state the product, list ingredients, and feature your farm name and logo. Market by highlighting unique qualities. Emphasize its exotic appearance and its health benefits like its high vitamin C content. Share serving suggestions. Slice for salads, desserts, drinks. Offer samples at your market stall, sell at farmers markets, or to local restaurants and cafes. Tell your story and build connections. With passion and smart work, growing starfruit can be rewarding and profitable. So get out there, get planting, and enjoy the fruits of your labor.